Tonight's story is Fleming and the Moon Garden. In a quiet little town nestled between rolling hills and a sleepy river lived a cheerful Corgi named Fleming. Fleming loved many things: morning walks, buttery biscuits, and chasing butterflies in the garden. But more than anything else, he loved the moon. Every night, just before bed, Fleming would climb onto his windowsill, curl his tail around his paws, and whisper softly, "Good night, moon. See you tomorrow." But one night, something unusual happened. When Fleming looked up, the moon wasn't there. The stars still twinkled shyly, but the sky felt darker, like someone had turned down the dimmer on the whole world. Fleming tilted his head. He thought, "Where's my moonlight?" So, with his little red scarf snug around his neck and a spark of curiosity in his heart, Fleming decided to go and find out. Fleming padded through the garden gate and into the open field, his paws crunching gently on dew-kissed grass. The air smelled like wild mint and sleepy flowers. Fireflies floated around him like tiny lanterns, lighting a silvery path through the dark. Then, just as he reached the far side of the meadow, he saw something strange. A faint, silvery glow flickering among the tall grass. Fleming trotted closer. And there, hidden behind a curtain of moonflowers, was a secret garden. But this wasn't any ordinary garden. The petals glowed like stars, and the leaves shimmered in shades of silver and blue. Fleming wagged his tail in wonder. Wow, a moon garden! But then he noticed something else. The flowers looked tired. Their light flickered weakly, and their petals drooped as if they were falling asleep mid-bloom. "Hello?" called Fleming softly. A tiny voice answered, barely louder than a sigh. "Oh dear, the moon has gone missing. Without her light, we can't bloom." Fleming's ears perked up. He looked down and saw the tiniest flower of all, a glowing white bud with eyes as bright as starlight. "Who are you?" Fleming asked kindly. "I'm Luna," the flower whispered. "I take care of the moon garden, but tonight everything is fading." Fleming sat down beside her. "Don't worry, Luna. If the moon is missing, I'll find her." Luna's petals brightened just a little. "Oh, thank you. The moon loves to visit the silver pond at the top of the hill. Maybe she's there." "Then that's where I'll go," said Fleming, and off he trotted, tail wagging, scarf fluttering behind him like a comet. The path to the silver pond wound through whispering grass and sleepy fireflies. Now and then, Fleming paused to look up at the empty sky. No moon. He wondered if maybe the moon had gotten lost, or maybe she was hiding the way he liked to hide under his blanket on cold nights. When he reached the pond, it was calm and dark, reflecting only the faintest glow of starlight. The water was so still that even the frogs were too sleepy to croak. Fleming leaned closer to look, and then he saw it, something bright, shimmering beneath the surface. He wagged his tail and barked softly, "Hello? Are you down there?" A silvery yawn echoed from below. "Oh, hello, Fleming," said a gentle voice, slow and musical. "I was so tired of shining that I decided to take a little nap. It was the moon herself. She lay curled up like a pearl beneath the pond's surface, glowing softly." Fleming tilted his head, smiling. "That's okay," he said kindly. "Even moons need rest sometimes. But your garden misses you. The flowers can't glow without you." The moon sighed dreamily. "Oh dear, I didn't mean to worry anyone. I just forgot how to rest without dimming." Fleming thought for a moment. "Maybe you don't need to shine so bright every night," he said gently. "Sometimes the stars can help light the sky while you rest a little." The moon smiled. "You're very wise for such a small corgi." Fleming chuckled softly. "I just know what it's like to be sleepy." The moon stretched, her silvery glow brightening the water. "Thank you, Fleming. I think I'll rise now. Not too bright, just enough." And slowly the moon floated out of the pond, rising higher and higher until her light washed gently over the hills once more. Fleming hurried back to the moon garden, his paws splashing through puddles of moonlight. The flowers had begun to glow again, petals lifting, leaves sparkling, the whole garden shimmering like a sea of stars. Luna twirled happily. "You did it! You brought her back!" Fleming wagged his tail, his eyes shining. "It wasn't hard. She just needed a little reminder to rest." The smallest flower, Luna, leaned toward him. "Then you've reminded us all," she said softly, "that even the brightest lights need time to rest." The moon herself peeked from behind a cloud, her glow warm and gentle. "Good night, little Fleming, and thank you for the adventure." Fleming trotted home through the meadow. The world glimmered around him. Dewdrops sparkled like tiny stars beneath his paws. When he reached his cottage, he climbed onto his favorite windowsill, snuggled into his soft blanket, and looked up at the moon, who was smiling back down at him. "Good night, moon," he whispered sleepily. "Sleep well, and thank you for the adventure." The moon twinkled and the garden below shimmered with silver light, and Fleming's eyes grew heavy. His last thought before drifting to sleep was of glowing flowers, silver ponds, and the soft hum of a world wrapped in moonlight. And so ends the tale of Fleming and the Moon Garden, a story about light, rest, and the magic of gentle hearts.